Hi, everybody. It's me again. So another manage it, make it. I thought of make it Monday too. So another manage it slash make it Monday. Oh, my day planner is way over here. I haven't even looked at it yet for today. Uh, What does it say for today? So let's see. No one in my family is feeling well. My other half stayed home today. He is resting. And my son stayed the weekend with his dad. Doesn't feel well this morning, last night. So he decided he's going to stay home from school and wanted to rest. So he's at his dad's for an extra day. And tomorrow was his 17th birthday. 17. 17. I'm shocked and blown away. Sometimes it feels so long to get there. And then when it gets there, it's like no time has passed. So that's happening. Excuse me. So that's happening. Good morning, Justia. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Ah, wow. Um, this is so long. It's still early here. My words aren't working yet, but I haven't seen you in so long, and it's so wonderful to see you. 29. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm, that's 10 more years. I can't even imagine where he's going to be. It's, it's so hard to see a future, with them in different places. Wow. Yeah. I realized a few years back that when he's 18 and graduates from high school, I will be 50 years old. 2 more years, or one more year. I'll be 49 in March. Wow. Whew, time flies. Anyway, so I had this manage it Monday slash make it Monday. Uh, we're not too far. Some of my best friends are right about the same age. My other half is 55 this year, and my best friend across town is 54-ish. We're just yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I went to a thrift store and I found little glitter, little confetti, confetti, not glitter. I found confetti that said 50 on it, and I'm like, I'm buying that now. I'm preparing early. Oh, so nothing on the big page for today, except of course our little crafting along, and then see what's okay. So that's, oh my goodness, that's today. All right, fold the page over. Nothing listed but the show, so hey, we're doing good. Let's see. Fix my ear. Believe it or not, I can't. I find that I craft better with a little bit of music in my ear. And I know that, of course, I can't share it with you guys through here due to them funky laws, um, copyright laws. So if anybody wants to have, if you guys have music going in the background, that's awesome. I have to find a place for my little mouse. I think I like this setup I've got going. We'll see how it goes. We'll have to find a place for Mouse so Mouse doesn't get dirty. Anyway, so I found this new band I really think I like called Dirty Heads. And right now, Cabin by the Sea is playing in my ear. And it just makes me feel nice. I find that I also tend to do my morning stretches. Yes, audibles. I have some saved, but I haven't been able to renew my subscription in quite a long time. But yes, audiobooks. Oh, I find if I'm doing a video, I pay more attention to the video than what I'm doing. If I watch a movie I've seen a whole bunch of times, like the Harry Potter movies, I'm good. I can craft in Harry Potter. Or music, or like you were saying, audiobooks. I'm an audiobook fanatic. I've gotten to the point where, first of all, I need to buy new glasses. I keep forgetting to call my library and finding out what the passcode is so that I can do that. My friend took me to the library specifically to get a card, specifically so that I could do that. And I got it all loaded up into the system, and then it said it wanted a passcode for my life. And I'm like, they didn't give me that, I don't think. And I keep forgetting to call. But yes, that is the other one. Now that I've had more than one person nudge me about it, I'm going to have to get that fixed because now you and Christina both like, there's the library. And I'm like, oh, you're right. And I am persistently horrible at doing those things. Okay, you're right. After the show, call the library. Passcode. All right. And I put stars on it too. There it is right there. All right. On the calendar. Thank you. Okay. So I have a couple of things I wanted to futz with today. Yes, exactly. And I was proud of myself. I probably mentioned it in the last video, but I last year kept my book for the entire year. So I am looking forward to doing that again. I really am. That made me so confident. Build my confidence. Okay. Let's go back to my regular stuff. There we go. Decided it wanted to do some autoplay. I listened to Pandora. I've had a Pandora thing going for even just the basic account going for since my son was 6 months old. Oh, I have a quick phone call. I will be right back. Hold on just a second. Let me find my mute button. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I got really lucky. Our microwave blew out, and I told my car insurance agent when I went to pay my insurance. And the wonderful guy, he happened to have one that he changed out in the process of remodeling, and he didn't need anymore, and it worked perfectly. So he's brought it in for me, and I can just have it. And it's wonderful that I got that. But it just took a big relief off. So on the book after the show, I need to go pick up microwave. I keep finding pens that I like, and then I run them out. All right, I can still read it. I'll have to find a new ink pen later. Bang it around a little bit, right? I'm pretty sure it's empty. All right, let's see. Oh, end of the month. Everything gets busy at the end of the month. All right. So I can't decide what to work on. I have two options here sitting right next to me. So let's see what we got. I have, which one do I have the most of? These. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of these resin cherubs. And Valentine's Day is coming up. So I thought I would try sprucing them up. I don't know if anybody would want. I don't know if I should try and sell these again as they are in the packages, or have another option if I can figure out where I put it. I thought it was sitting right next to me. I have some stuff to kind of tint them and make them look vintage. So I'd have to look for that. That puts a damper in that. What in the world did I do with it? I had to have taken it that direction. I'm not hunting. So, with no hunting, that means jewelry. Actually, I have one other option too. But I'm going to see what I got going for some jewelry that I need to make. So let's take a look. Let's get you tilted down just a little further. There we go. All right, so I have some owl charms. I need more light. And I need to make them into earrings. There we go. A little more light. It's cloudy outside, so I don't have a whole lot of light today. All right. Looking for some. And those are empty. So those are squiggy eyes. I love squiggy eyes. I think I have the container of them somewhere. I need to divide some stuff down. These are bracelets that are all in a row. I take them apart. Oh, no problem. I was just looking at stuff I wanted to do. And I think as much as I want to work on making some owl earrings, there we go. I want to make those. I have to find the hardware. I seem to be shorting myself one of everything today. I thought I had more over here. I guess I've been cleaning. That's what happens. You get cleaning and then you lose everything. Oh, I was thinking I might have some hardware in this stuff. Let's see. Nope. Extra beads to make jewelry. I think I'm going to make some baggies of these up and sell them. Let's see. Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry. Oh, there's some hardware. I thought there was a baggie of hardware in this stuff. I got a huge tin of stuff from, I know, mine has really slowed down. I need to, well, I thought that I was starting to do jewelry and using beads and stuff to do other things with. I was making a jewelry tree at one point. I never finished it, and I'm really discouraged that I haven't finished it. It's one of those things out in the garage. It needs to be come in and be finished. Got one. These are all necklace bits. Some more jumps. Necklace clasps. Oop, there's one more fish hook. You're telling me I can only make 2 pairs of earrings, or 1 pair of earrings, because I only have 2 fish hooks. That's all necklace findings. Lobster clasps and crimps. Let's see. I have earring backs, which are always necessary. I do find I'm losing them all the time. Oh, there's one more fish hook. And then these are all earring backs. These are the, oops, these are the earring backs that have the plastic around the edge so it distributes the weight better on the back of your earrings. I understand. It's amazing how some things used to be fun and then the joy just seems to. You know what I found fun recently? I made my own felting pad. So I took the foam that they send you, well, one type of foam they send you, and I wrapped it in felt one and felted it together, felted the seams together. Then I wrapped it again and I felted this, oops, sorry, and I felted the seams together. And then I picked another type of felt and I did the same thing a couple times. And you can barely hear the squish of the foam. And I managed to make it so I have a kind of soft corner here, a little harder corner. And I have, oh, that's the really hard corner right there to work on. And then I got a slightly harder one and then another soft. And this is a really soft round area. And this is a little stiffer up here. So yeah, I'm really getting into needle felting. And this, oh, making it, I do not know why I have ADD. I have no doubt in my mind now that I know what symptoms are and the things that I do. And I hear like those shorts that people put out about, I have ADD and this is what, these are why I do these things. These are, hey, this is what happens. These are how these people react to things. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so me. So it's been really interesting. And I have obsessed over blending these seams so that they are unseeable. Then my friend's like, you have to stop. It's perfect. I'm like, okay, I'll stop. So I'm trying to find something else besides this to be over, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I say things and they come across very confusing. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm just like, that is not going to be a package that can hold anything. It's just gone. I have a trash. I thought it was by my feet. I was wrong. Okay, trash over there. Now let's take all right. So put these over here. That I could go back in with that. Gotta get some single cards. Okay. Then I'll put this stuff in here. So it's not just rolling around in that box like that. Yes. Ah, yes. I told my mother that she had OCD and okay, my mother has a really hard time believing in mental illness sometimes. And some problems. I try to be understanding that that's her prerogative. You can't change someone's mind who doesn't believe something exists. But she, in my opinion, has OCD. I mean, at least when it comes to, yeah, and perfectionism. Yeah. Sounds a lot like my mom. I love her, but she works really, really hard and she provides for me at the moment. And I can never be thankful enough for that. But mental illness is and I'm sorry, OCD, perfectionism, ADD, ADHD, avoidant personality disorder. I have avoidant personality disorder. And bipolarism, they're all mental illnesses, and everyone has their own quirk. And we just have to understand that some people don't understand how to react. They don't react the same as others. And it's not that we weren't taught. It's not that we didn't learn. It's not that we weren't told. It's just that because of our traits and our issues, we don't react or know how to react the way the common does. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about that now because I'm stuttering over myself. Okay. So let's make 2 pair of owl earrings because we have 2 sets of fish hooks. That's okay. Don't be sorry, love. Don't have to be sorry. Just have to do as you do for your own children and be understanding. We all learn how to deal with stuff. And for me, I can't deal with like large groups in public and dealing with that. But for me, looking at a camera, there could be 100,000 people out there right now listening to me. And I would still be doing exactly the way I am. Because for me, one camera is one person, no matter how many are on the other end. So I try and talk to each and everyone just as I would. So let's see. We need tools. I happen to have tools next to me. Ta-da! Tools. And the one thing I've learned about jewelry making tools, they are good for everything. They are good for everything. So, what was I using them for last? Last, I was using them for taking dies, because sometimes you're cutting dies for your scissors come all connected. I was using these to snip my dies. So, I use them for practically everything. All right. So let's make the orange pair because I got 2 oranges that match. And I had to buy these this way so that I would get close to matching. I tried to buy the ones with the most on them. The closest. The mostest or the closest? All right. So let's see. So the other thing, while I'm untwisting this, I was thinking about doing was, and I'd have to go find it. I got this new stuff. It's a vintage paste. And what it does is it gives this vintage antique look to whatever you put on it. And with Valentine's Day coming, I have a whole bunch of these cheruby things, and I can't figure out if I should sell them as the pack because they're all new in package, or if I should vintage up a few and sell them already distressed. Sure, we'll call it distressed. I don't think it's the right word in my opinion, but we're going to use it. Really? Sorry, the song that just popped up in my ear is George of the Jungle. Weird Al Yankovic. Just wasn't expecting it. My music always keeps me entertained, that's for sure. Let's see. I don't know if I like this idea. So I've got silver ear wires. And he has antiqued stuff. Everything, his loops are all the antique. I think it's called antique brass. I think I'm gonna have to get some different ear wires for these guys. So are they all the same? Yep, they're all the same. Okay. So we're gonna have to change up that. So let's slide the owls in here. I might find another use for them before then. So let's just slide them in here. And we'll put the ear wires back in as well. Well, I may not have been successful in getting earrings made, but I did get some stuff gathered together that needed to be together. So stack this over here. I'm unsure if I should try and sell some of these ones I've made in the past, like these, because the silver's starting to tarnish. And the silver, it's not solid silver, it's just you know those words. Got different metal on the inside. But those are Swartz. Plated, thank you. But those are Swartz, you know the word. I can never pronounce it. Schwartz. Anyway, and they're cubes. They're fun. But I don't know if I should try and sell them because they're tarnished. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if it'll do this. I don't feel so bad. But they're pretty tarnished. I know tarnished is kind of a look these days, but I don't know. I never know. So anyway. So they're fun and I had fun making them, but this was the last time I really sat down and seriously made jewelry. Yep, that's what I thought. So the beads are tarnished less than the circles. So I think what I would probably do is drop them from that hardware, that main hardware circle, and then use the cube dangles on something else. I'd probably make the most sense. So thank you. Sometimes it's nice to have somebody else to bounce these kind of things off with. I really, really appreciate it. So we wrap the tools back up for the next time I need them. Oh, and in case people don't know who are out there and are wondering what these items were, this is to hold small things so that you don't hurt your fingers. So this is a wedge. So you put it, whatever you need, in whichever end you need it in. And then you wedge that in there and it will tightly hold it while you work on it. Usually it's made for holding like rings, but I've used it to hold other tiny things as I work on them. So this is just part of my kit. And then I just kind of put this on the, and it just kind of stays together. Alrighty. So, lid. Okay. Ah, there we go. I think it's on. I'll fix it later. So, oh yeah, I understand that too. So, we got the cherubs here. And I think, I understand. My fingers have been hurting more and more. It's noticeable. I would like to get back into ceramics, and I think that because the shapes of most of the tools is more ergonomical and natural feeling. So it's been a while. I miss it. I'm thinking about trying to go back to school for it. Fingers crossed. We'll try that next. So let me see real quick if I can find the stuff. So, like I said, with Valentine's Day coming, I couldn't decide if I should make these or just sell them in package, because cherubs is Valentine's Day, right? So, and I have a bunch of them. Let me see. I did bring over one other project. So a while back, I got a kit and did a class, and I never finished 90% of it. But the concept idea was amazing to me. So, sorry, my mind is still clearing. Woo! So, I can't decide if I should cover it. So this book is, I think, going to be my little cookbook, my recipe book, because I need a new one, I think. I can't decide. Decisions are so difficult for me. That's okay. You don't have to have one. I love it when someone doesn't have an opinion on it one way or another. That means I could go either direction with it. That means both sides are 50-50 still. So it means something to not have an opinion on something. People don't take that into account enough. So, oh, my shoulder popped. Oh, that felt so good. What am I thinking? I'm trying to figure out. Uh, I'm trying to figure out if the fabric's going to be thick enough to cover it the way I want. Okay, I have this strange idea. I want to get more texture to this. I love this fabric. It makes me happy. It makes me happier than that one. That one needs to go away. It's too mellow. I need something like this. Yeah. I like Florida music, so right now playing in my ears, Rum is the Reason That Pirates Never Ruled the World. Toby Keith. I don't necessarily like all the country music these days, but I like any of it that's Jimmy Buffett like style because Jimmy was my hero. Well, maybe not my hero, but I loved his music immensely. So I definitely think that needs to be the fabric, no matter what I do with it. Even if I don't make this my cookbook and I go a bigger size. I'm thinking I might need to go a bigger size. Party Friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. His music always makes me happy. I like to do things that make me happy these days. Been stuck with enough crazy in my life. Gotta have those things that spark joy. Ah. So I covered this in gesso, and the first coat of gesso was a very bad gesso. And look at this, it's all flaking off. This doesn't make me happy. Take it off the corners where it's gonna flake. It's mainly there to just cover the brightness of the yeah, see the first gesso I had put on it was old, and so it left little chunkies behind. And then I got new gesso and it works so much better. Well, yeah, and that's the old gesso peeling. Look at it's peeling. Oh no, I'm a peel freak. Oh, we can't do this. We can't have this. Is the yellow going to show through? Oh no, it's making a mess. Okay, let's check. Is it going to show through? I don't think so. Let's get this thing covered. So I learned this technique, which is probably the technique I would have went with anyway if I was just figuring it out on my own, from a class I took with Spectrum Art Creations. And their technique was to look at this. Okay, sorry. Who cuts a hole out of the middle? Like, they wanted a specific flower pattern. That's for sure. All right. I know there's more of it away from the hole. you know, I can't stand that hole like that, but I know better than to cut it because long pieces can be necessary. I know. The things I find at thrift stores, I swear. All right. So let's go to the other end then, and we'll cut from the other end. I'll try not to do it. All right, let's look at this. Let's see. So we got to leave like 1/4 of an inch or wrapping over the edge on the inside. Every time I bend it, it's peeling again. Oh, this is freaking me out. Okay, trash up there. Yep, this is crafting with Wendy. Who knows? Maybe I'll go past 10 today. He didn't feel very well, so he went back to bed. So I don't have to worry about him like walking in. And even if he did, you just hear a grumble in the background. Okay. All right. I see why they cut out of the middle. I can't decide which flower I want. I think if I mess it up enough, nobody will notice or the algorithm won't really notice what I'm hummy-dumming to. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy. I'm trying to figure out what flowers I want. Because I really kind of like this one over here with the bullseye red in the middle. And this has that, but it doesn't have the big flower or the big leaf. So let's see if I can find that one. It's right there. Let's see. I think I like this one better. And it's closer to the top. I'm much happier with that idea. So if I want this one, and do I want that to be my center and have the leaves come out? And then I could just I'd take all of this and cut like to here so that I had enough to play with, because do I want it in the middle or do I want it like on one side? And if I want it to be on the front opening, then it needs to be on this side. Let's see. They filled my prescription. And if I did this, ooh, that would be more efficient use of the fabric. Let's see the camera. Oh, that's a little better. I like that idea. And the reason why is because it gives that black and white spot. And I have this habit of embellishing, and it gives me an extra spot to do that. I like this. Okay. I should find my good fabric scissors, which should be near, I say, but they're not. So let's just use our regular scissors. Yep. Like that better. All right. Scissor sharpeners, for anybody out there who's never seen scissor sharpeners, put out by Fisker. At least this brand is. I prefer this one to the white and orange one that I've used. Also, I like the black and gray one. It's a little smaller and more easier to hold in your hand. Sharpen my scissors before I go cutting the fabric. That should be good. Always remember when you sharpened your scissors. I once sharpened my kitchen scissors, forgot about it, touched it wrong, and cut my fingers. So always remember when you sharpened your scissors. Let's see. Let's see. Let's bring this down to here. So we'll cut it like the 16 number. Oh, it doesn't like it when you do that. Come on, just snip it, man. There we go. These scissors have got issues. All right, let's see. So got that much there. That's a good amount there. So about there. Yeah, right there. All right, now we move the book because we've got the slits in the sides. All right, let's see if I can do this. And I need it to cut straight, so I think I'm gonna try something. I took the corners off my glass mat. Ooh. Sorry about the glare. I try and be thoughtful in the way I use the things I have. So I need a straight edge. And I'm going to use my glass mat as a straight edge. I should get my iron out and iron it too. So I'm turning it upside down because it's got feet on it. And I don't want too much lift. Sorry, I got a scratchy throat. So. Move it forward. And I don't know why, but that feels straight-ish. Okay. So this up here, this feels straight-ish to me. Maybe it's off just a smidge. Oh, I know what to line it up with. That's what I line it up with. There we go. Lined up with the, I can't remember, question. Are you planning on the craft along to be 1 or 2 hours? Usually I only do 1 hour, so I'll probably cut this out and then wait till next week to glue it on. And see if I can find a secondary thing to put under it to make it kind of more, can't describe it, textural. I have this, I can't describe what it is. It's this type of like mesh. And I think it's supposed to be used for like bookbinding or something else. Bookbinding or a type of like latch hook kit, something. Okay. I'm going to have to turn this to make this work a little better for me. All right, guys. I'm going to tilt this a little. I don't think you'll come along. You should stay there. Good. There we go. We're going to use this or attempt to use this as a straight edge. It's close to a straight edge. I've left us extra room for pour cutting, which is me. I need to have my better scissors here. I also should probably have my cutter, my roll cutter, and mat, and it would be a whole lot better on the fabric. I feel like I'm slaughtering it. And you're allowed to agree. Oop. All right, there's one half, and then we'll go down the edge here. So let's see. Oi. Okay. There we go. Get it behind me. Boop. Oh, wait. There we go. So we have it. So if we turn it this direction and this direction, actually looks pretty square. Not too bad. I've done worse. Sweet. Put this here. We'll take a little couple of cuts there. Lay this over here. And we'll lay this over. Whoop, like that. And we'll do this side over here. Whoop, whoop. And then we close it up. And it'll be this on one side. And this on the other side. With a spine we can play with. Thank you. All right. Next week, we'll glue it down. And next week, I'll try and have the stuff for the cherubs. Yeah. So that's it for today. Oops, bad glare. Sorry. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Jazdia. I really appreciate it. And we'll do this again next week. I'm really enjoying this. It helps me get my morning started. Who knows? I might even pick it up in another morning just to keep me going. We'll see. A pop-up. And maybe we won't craft. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll do a Toss It Tuesday. Or we'll do one of the other things. Maybe I'll hang out with you on a Thursday and I'll show you my Think It Through Thursdays. Or what I have to tackle. I came up with Tackle It Tuesday, and I really like Tackle It Tuesday. Oh, no problem. You can always catch it on a replay. But I'll start popping on some more in the mornings. I think it really helps me get going and helps me get my plan. Thank you so much, Jastia. So you have a wonderful day. And for all of those catching this on the replay, if you have an opinion or you have an idea about any of the things I asked about today, please feel free to leave a comment or send me an email. So yeah, I think I kind of like this setup. It works really well. I can see what's going on and work well. So I think we'll do this again. Thanks so much, Jastia, and everyone out there. You guys have a wonderful week. I hope that Manage It Monday works for you and it gets your week started off on a good foot. All right, everyone. One of these days, maybe I'll get some intros and outros made. I want to learn. Bye.